Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Rebels of the Heavens, beginning with defeating Bibidong. Awakens the system of plunder of the heavens and travels to the day when Bibidong is violated. Lin Mo raised his hand and found 1,000 diseases. Bibidong, do you crave power? Press her head down. The master stood eagerly outside the main hall, showing great care. Saint, don't work too hard, your voice is hoarse. I got it, Starry forest. Tang Hao was bewildered and asked, what about a blue-silver emperor like me? Looking at the charming woman who was bound by her obsession, Lin Mo looked helpless and said, I'm sorry, I took a step first. Oh, Ayin, please be gentle. Conquering the heavens, Lin Mo said that he is not a villain, let alone a thief. Watching Bibidong, Ayin, Yanlingji, Boss Bai, and Liushen gathered around Lin Mo, the strong man of the heavens, sneered, you make it up again. Tentative World. Douluo, Doupo, Huoying, Chitong, Qin Shi, LingFeilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Entering a New World. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The awakening of Wang Shan has ended, obtaining a low magic plane and evaluating it at level D. Zhao Yang's awakening has ended, and he has obtained a medium martial level face with a rating of B.As a teacher broadcasted on the high platform, some cried and others laughed. For a moment it appeared incredibly noisy. Lin Mo opened his eyes in confusion and looked at the scene before him, completely bewildered. Immediately after, memories rushed into my mind like a sea roar. After receiving the memory for a long time, Lin Mo was completely bewildered and even suspected that he was dreaming. This is a divine civilization of the multiverse. Every citizen reaches adulthood. All will obtain a qualification to invade the plane world. As long as the original historical process is changed. Or the son of destiny who devours its original world can invade the will of the heavenly way. By completely invading the will of the heavenly way, one can completely obtain an entire plane. Lin Mo was shocked by these pieces of information. The Lord of Planes. What kind of power and wealth will that be? At this moment, Lin Mo's gaze as he looked at the high platform was already filled with fierceness. You should know when on earth. Although he has also achieved financial freedom, what is he compared to the whole world? I just don't know if it will be found out if my pigeon occupies the magpie's nest. Lin Mo couldn't help but feel a bit worried. After all, it is a divine-level civilization that controls the multiverse, and its technology is so advanced. What if its secrets are exposed? At this moment, a mechanical electronic sound entered his mind. Host, please rest assured that your body has evolved and recombined using genetic information from your original world. Therefore, your soul is 100% compatible with your body. And with this system's cover, it will never be exposed. Lin Mo was startled by the sudden sound, but he quickly calmed down. System. Yes, you can call me the Heavenly Hunting System. As long as you seize the rules of the heavenly way, you can receive rewards. Listen to the system's answer. Lin Mo thought for a moment and then asked. For example, can I disrupt the normal historical process of a world? Calculate. The system cherishes words like gold, but Lin Mo cannot help but feel a bit excited. This system is simply perfect for his identity. You should know that he was originally going to invade other worlds. Haha, good. Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh. By the time he understood the system, it was almost his turn. Lin Mo, stand out. Upon hearing this, Lin Mo finished his communication with the system, lifted his head, and strode towards the awakening machine. This is a huge machine similar to an astrolabe, sparkling with divine starlight. When Lin Mo stood in front of him, a vast wall like a sea of stars enveloped him. Immediately following his consciousness, I entered a strange and eerie space. That is an endless river of stars, and Lin Mo knows that each star represents an unexplored world. Lin Mo took a deep breath. Then, instinctively, he reached out to touch the starlight. The next moment, Lin Mo felt an anchor point in his soul. That is the star path to the new world. Lin Mo's awakening has ended, and he has obtained a low demon world with an A.level rating. At this moment, the teacher's loud voice came. Lin Mo also withdrew from his spiritual space. But his face at this moment couldn't help but feel a bit strange. Douluo. This is just a novel about Earth in its past life. Surprisingly, it can also become a plane. If all the novels and anime he has read can become an invaded world. So, isn't he invincible? Thinking of countless works I have seen in my past life. Lin Mo's breathing couldn't help but become rapid. You know, people in this world. The reason for using awakening instruments to assist is because one does not have the ability to obtain world anchors from the Sea of Plains. But he comes with a Sea of Plains. Seeing Lin Mo's excited expression, the teacher beside him affectionately patted his shoulder and joked with a smile. Hee, this student, the teacher knows you're very excited, but there are still classmates waiting behind you. Lin Mo regained his senses and smiled, saying, "Sorry." After speaking, he quickly turned around and walked towards the school meditation room. "Hello student, I am a consultant from Star Airlines. May I ask if you have?" "Hello classmate, I am from the Martial Arts Alliance. I am the admissions teacher at Tsinghua University. Are you interested in joining me, classmates?" Countless people gathered along the way. You should know that those who possess A.level positions have the opportunity to challenge themselves to the highest level in the future. Although Lin Mo only has a low demon world, it's also worth attracting investment. Lin Mo was extremely annoyed and spoke up. "Let's wait for me to come out and discuss everything. Now I'm going to explore a new world." He doesn't have time to argue now. Then he squeezed out the crowd and entered the meditation room. Now it's finally quiet. Lin Mo couldn't help but ponder. Douluo was just a low demon world, but his evaluation reached level A. It is obvious that the information of the pseudo-divine realm in Douluo world may also have been scanned. Lin Mo couldn't help but exclaim in admiration, truly deserving of being a true divine civilization in the multiverse. I don't know where Douluo's timeline is now. Lin Mo pondered and his divine sense began to touch the path of the starry sky. The method of invading the will of the heavenly way. After studying in school for so many years, Lin Mo naturally became familiar with the road and soon felt his consciousness being extracted. I don't know how long it has been. He hasn't yet woken up from the dizziness of time travel. Just heard a lewd sound full of lust. Tour, don't blame me either. Who made you eat inside out? Only in this way can we keep you. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. As soon as Chapter 2 arrives, I encounter excitement. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Listen to this lewd voice. Lin Mo's heart was full of excitement as soon as he arrived. It seems that the timeline is very early. It was only then that Bibidong was invaded by Chihiro's illness. Lin Mo quickly sorted out information in his mind. At this point, Ayin should not have been harmed yet, and Bibidong has not been blackened. Tang-san was not born either. There's still time for layout. At this moment, Lin Mo looked towards the round bed in the room. A beautiful and plump body lay horizontally on the luxurious king's bed. She was wearing a light purple long dress, her snowy flesh trembling on her chest, as if she was about to break free. A pair of jade-like calves protrude from under the hem of the skirt, with small and cute jade feet that make people pity. On her flawless and beautiful face, she was now filled with tears and despair. He is the future villain, Bibidong. Lin Mo sighed inwardly, truly worthy of being a character in the novel, it is both moist and beautiful. Perfectly different from human beings. No wonder Qianxuanji, this old thing, has a lustful heart. Good disciple, as the holy maiden of the martial soul hall, you willingly associate yourself with a useless person. Don't blame the teacher, he. Bibidong was crying, with a stunning face that looked even more pitiful to me. Teacher, I was wrong. Please let me go, I will definitely listen to you from now on. She is afraid. She didn't expect her respected teacher to be such a beast. In my heart, there was even a hint of hatred towards the master. If it weren't for him deceiving himself and stealing the secrets of the martial soul hall, if it weren't Bibidong felt hopeless in his heart. It's too late. You will always be from the martial soul hall. Qianxuanji swallowed his saliva and said coldly. Lin Mo began to calculate. You should know that Bibidong is a big boss. If you can prevent Qianxuan's illness, you will probably receive a lot of heavenly will rewards. Although he has only invaded for the first time and is suppressed by the will of heaven, he possesses a higher level of divine power. Suppressing Chihiro's illness should be no problem. At this moment, Qianxuanji seemed tired of Bibidong's crying. He waved his hand and a surge of soul power hit Bibidong, trying to knock him unconscious. At this moment, Bibidong is completely hopeless. In the pale purple eyes, a towering hatred ignited. Good opportunity. Seeing this, Lin Mo's mind moved. A ray of divine power suddenly traversed through space. Blocked the entire hall. The figure emerged from the void, raising his hand to crush the soul power that Qianxuanji had brought. Facing the sudden appearance of Lin Mo, Qianxuanji's face changed slightly. As a titled Douluo, he was lurking beside him, but he didn't notice it at all. He was a little surprised in his heart and shouted coldly. Who is your excellency? Dare to interfere with the affairs of the martial soul hall? After confirming that the entire hall was completely sealed off, Lin Mo couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief in his heart. Upon hearing Qianxuanji's questioning, he couldn't help but glance at him with a smirk. Tisk, truly deserving of being the Pope, playing with flowers, even his own students are not spared. This statement seemed to prick Chihiro's illness. His face was gloomy, and his gloomy gaze seemed like a wild beast that devoured people. You have a way to take death. After speaking, he immediately unfolded the soul ring. Upon hearing these words, Lin Mo almost burst into laughter. Did Tang-san learn the catchphrase from you? Bang! Bang! The 9 soul rings lit up, and the entire space seemed to become heavy and sticky. Angel light blade. Qianxuan let out a sharp cry. Suddenly, a series of golden lightsabers with a sharp aura appeared, eventually merging into a huge lightsaber. With an invincible momentum, he slashed towards Lin Mo. Seeing Lin Mo as if stunned, standing still, Qianxuan couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Bibidong was in a hurry. Quickly dodge. Although I don't know who this person is, Bibidong knows that this may be her last straw. Upon hearing Bibidong's reminder, Lin Mo turned around and glanced at her. This woman looked very moist. I don't know how the actual experience was. Lin Mo thought to himself, lifting his right hand and grabbing at the huge lightsaber that was coming. Seeing this, Bibidong was in despair. Where did this little fool come from? Dare to use your hands to receive the soul skill of the title Douluo, what is the difference between this and seeking death? You. Bibidong closed his eyes in pain. The next moment. Puzzy. There was no imagined loud bang or explosive soul power. It's like a deflated ball. The golden soul power explodes. Like a sky full of stars. Bibidong opened his eyes and saw the young man, bathed in golden holy light all over his body. That soul skill that is enough to cut open the mountains. Exploded by this man's one-handed squeezing. At this moment, he is like a living deity. Powerful. Holy. Supernatural. Bibidong's mouth opened slightly, so shocked that he couldn't speak. Lin Mo lowered his head and glanced at his slightly feverish palm, evaluating the power of the world in his heart. He estimated that if he were to give it his all. It's not a problem to pick a few thousand diseases on your own. However, the divine power brought by his illegal immigration is limited. Use a little less. Lin Mo couldn't help but frown slightly. Are you a deity? Bibidong's beautiful eyes stared fixedly at Lin Mo, breathing rapidly, to the point where Yushua's breasts were rippling with microwaves. Gods. Lin Mo chuckled lightly and said, if you want to understand it this way, it's not wrong. Upon hearing Lin Mo's words, although Qianxuanji didn't believe it in his heart, he still regarded Lin Mo as an opponent of the same level. At this moment, he doesn't even care about exposing the ugly things. He directly activates the 9th soul ring. 9th soul skill. Angel glory. In an instant, countless holy lights descended, and behind Qianxuanji appeared the angelic true God of the Holy Spirit. Go to hell. Endless holy light struck, and Lin Mo's face remained calm. With a thought, a few strands of divine power pierced through the void. Heading towards the golden beam cannon. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 3. Strong Suppression. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. The divine power from the multiverse. It's a dimensionality-reducing blow to soul power. Even in the face of soul power that roars like the sea, a few strands of divine power are enough to melt it. A terrifying golden cannon. Like melting ice and snow, silently decomposing. Transformed into the purest energy, dissipated between heaven and earth. Watching his most powerful attack easily resolved by Lin Mo, Qian Sun's eyes were torn apart, and infinite fear spread from his heart. What kind of devil are you? Qianxuan drank fiercely, then turned around and wanted to escape. A few strands of divine power had already crossed space and hit his body. The divine power is like entering an uninhabited realm. Crazy attack on Chihiro's body. As a tidal Douluo, his soul power, like a big lake, is like a fat pig waiting to be slaughtered in front of divine power. The divine power passed straight through his sea of soul power. The next moment, the mountains and the earth will collapse. Soul power collapse. The sea of soul power was cut in half. Burst with a bang. Puzzy. Qianxuan let out a muffled groan, coughed up blood in his mouth, and his old eyes were so wide that they were about to fall out. He had a face full of disbelief. Endless fear grew in my heart. It's too strong. This is more terrifying than a deity. Damn it. The martial soul hall won't let you go. He roared fiercely and inwardly, but the continuous coughing of blood made him look like a dying old dog. Hear the tearing cry of Chihiro's fear. Bibidong, who was already desperate, had pale purple eyes that revealed a hint of confusion in panic. Ah! Defeated. Douluo, who was granted a grand title, was defeated silently like this. The teacher who just had to deal with her about animal affairs. But now he is seriously injured and on the brink of death. Bibidong was stunned, her sobs stopped, and she choked on a small snot bubble, her face full of silly adoration. Pup Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh. I didn't expect to have such a cute appearance under the high and cold Pope's crown in the future. Pay attention to the scene of one's own social death. Although still in danger, Bibidong couldn't help feeling a little embarrassed. She pretended to be dead and closed her eyes. Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh and turned to Yanlingji, saying. Don't struggle, the entire hall has been sealed by me. You can't even utter a word. Yanlingji's forced calmness could no longer be sustained, and he changed to threatening. If you leave now, I can guarantee that the Martial Soul Hall will not retaliate against you, otherwise. But Lin Mo didn't pay any attention to him. Step towards the big bed. The old man is quite playful. Lin Mo lowered his head and looked at Bibidong. A perfect and flawless pretty face, with a few crystal clear tears hanging on it. Her beautiful eyes were slightly red, and in her desperate and panicked eyes, there was a hint of confusion. She is truly a woman in the world of novels. It's really perfect. The slender and soft waist supports the fruit, with an exaggerated range downwards, and the round thighs are slender and fleshy. Skin is snowy and smooth. Although she is a young girl, she has a body like that of a mature woman. It's simply amazing. The gaze that seemed to be appreciated by Lin Mo looked somewhat uncomfortable, and Bibidong asked in a hesitant voice. Who are you? Why did you save me? Despite experiencing such changes, this intelligent woman's mind remains so clear. From Lin Mo's indifferent attitude towards Qin Shi's illness. She guessed that Lin Mo's goal was himself. Upon hearing this, Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh. Bending down, reaching out to pinch Bibidong's tight chin, he joked. Of course, it's the same purpose as your good teacher. Lin Mo did not conceal this. Just now, in order to suppress Chihiro's illness. The divine power brought by his illegal immigration is already limited, and of course, he will charge some interest from Bibidong. Moreover, Bibidong is one of the anchor points in the current world. He will never let go no matter what. Bibidong blinked her eyes a few times, as if she couldn't understand. Will God do the same? Upon hearing these words, Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh, the future cold-bellied black pope. My thoughts are so naive now. Your Highness, do you not think that God has no desires or desires? If there is no desire or desire, why do people go crazy like they want to become gods? Including you, the candidate for the Rakshasa god. After being betrayed by the closest person, Bibidong at this moment is no longer so foolish and sweet. She closed her eyes and looked sad and sorrowful. Even as a saint of the Martial Soul Hall, her fate is still at the mercy of others. Out of the tiger's mouth and into the wolf's den. Even if it's as strong as 1,000 diseases, what about it? Not yet by the man in front of me, waving can destroy it. At this moment, countless thoughts flashed through her mind, and in the end, her gaze became cold and firm. Looking at Lin Mo coldly, he said. I want power. Seeing this, Lin Mo couldn't help but burst out laughing and praised. He's quite a smart person. As he spoke, his fingers caressed her delicate lips. Bibidong's expression froze, as if he had made a great decision. The next moment, her red lips parted slightly, and her pink tongue wanted to hold on to his fingers. Are you a puppy? Lin Mo was made to feel a bit embarrassed and unable to laugh or cry. Put your hands back. Pinch her pink face. I didn't expect your Highness the Virgin to have a lot of strange knowledge. Bibidong now understood that he might have misunderstood. Her originally cold and pretty face was dyed with a hint of peach powder, and her beautiful eyes trembled as she closed. The scene of social death. If it weren't for being unable to move, she would have wished to burrow into the cracks in the ground. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 4 Run. Do something that animals should do. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Mo did not continue to tease Bibidong. But instead, he came to Yanlingji and stepped on his body as he crawled towards the door. Yanlingji disease, you now understand. I came here just to compare Bibidong. How about making a transaction? As the person Bibidong trusts and respects the most, Chihiro almost strengthens her. Now, Lin Mo is going to completely shatter Bibidong's involvement in these emotions. Yanlingji had already been scared out of his wits by Lin Mo, and upon hearing this, his expression couldn't help but feel a slight joy. What transaction? I'm hooked. Lin Mo smiled lightly and said, give me Bibidong and promise that the martial soul hall will not pursue me. How about I just give you a way out? Upon hearing this, Qiang Sunji's heart became lively. It is obvious that the man in front of him has no power to confront the entire martial soul hall. Otherwise, just kill him directly. He looked up and pleaded with Bibidong in his eyes. Then with a fierce expression, he said. Okay. I'll sign an amnesty for you. Bibidong's eyes darkened completely. At this moment, she was completely hopeless about her feelings. Seeing this, Lin Mo couldn't help but laugh and kicked Qian Sunji aside. Sorry, I was just joking. Pussy. Qian Xuanji spat out a mouthful of old blood and stared at Lin Mo with his canthus about to crack. Animal. The martial soul hall won't let you go. Lin Mo ignored his noise and sat down by the bed. Feeling movement. Bibidong opened his eyes and looked at him with a mournful smile, saying. You succeeded. She successfully destroyed her final attachment to the relationship. Lin Mo kneaded her soft flesh and asked with a smile. I think you should thank me, not only for making you recognize these scumbags. Give you even stronger strength. Bibidong's pretty face was slightly surprised, and upon closer reflection, it was as Lin Mo had said. There's nothing wrong with recognizing reality earlier. Bibidong regained his cool appearance, his tan mouth slightly opened, and he said coldly. I hope you keep your word. Now she only wants strength, she wants to control her life. Of course it counts. Lin Mo had a joyful expression, and soon the whole world was his. Empowering Bibidong. It's simply not worth it. Lowering his body, he kissed Bibidong's pretty face and said with a smile on his face. Just now, your teacher scolded me for being a beast. Bibidong glanced coldly, like a dead dog's Chihiro, his heart had already cooled through. She said coldly. Then you should do something that a beast should do. Lin Mo nodded with a smile, this woman is really on the road. No need for him to teach. The divine power surged, and the light purple dress melted like ice and snow. Directly annihilated. Lin Mo was like admiring a peerless jade, even from his divine perspective, Bibidong could be considered perfect. Noticing Lin Mo's gaze. Bibidong's cold expression was too strong to hold his breath, and he could only shift the topic. Don't be in front of him. Lin Mo glanced at Qin Xuanji, who looked like a dead dog. He couldn't see anything, but just to be on the safe side, he waved his hand and blocked his perception. Don't worry, he doesn't know anything. In the golden radiance of soul power. Qinshuan disease, which was sealed and perceived, crawled like a cockroach in the main hall. Cried loudly. Donger, don't believe him. He must have lied to you. Bibidong's pretty face was tinged with peach powder, his small mouth slightly open, as if he wanted to speak but could only speak intermittently. Old. Teacher, oh. You're right. Can't hear Qinshuan's illness. Crawling aimlessly like headless flies. Bibidong continued, scammers, how could anyone be so strong? Lightly. Big scammer. I don't know how long it has been. In my mind, the mechanical sound of the system comes from. Congratulations to the host for changing the world's trajectory. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the complete set of Soul Guide civilization technologies. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the power of angels. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to the third level of the divine attendant. The next moment, Lin Mo felt strands of divine power filling his body. Lin Mo paused and his expression couldn't help but be filled with joy. In the multiverse, the power of the gods is divided into divine attendants, divine beings, heavenly gods, main gods, divine kings. The newly awakened deity is called a divine attendant. Fully controlling a world is called a divine being. Fully controlling 100 worlds, known as the heavenly gods. But now he has only just conquered Bibidong and has broken through to the 3rd level. This system is really awesome. Lin Mo couldn't help but burst out laughing, and the divine breakthrough brought an even more violent attack. Rao is Bibidong, who has already become a spiritual saint, and his whole body is moistened without reason. But still unable to bear it. For a long time. The golden holy light in the sky fades away. Lin Mo sat back with a flushed face, feeling immensely moved in his heart. A woman with cultivation is truly moist. Let him linger and forget to leave. At this moment, Yanlingji lay on the ground, with no sound left. I don't know what kind of visuals this guy had before he died, looking both excited and painful. Lin Mo waved his hand and his divine power surged out, completely annihilating him in this world. Seeing Bibidong fall asleep, Lin Mo did not continue to harass her and began to study the rewards that the system had just given. Angel power. Due to the host changing history, Qianren Snow cannot be born. Will descend with the power of angels. Looking at the introduction of the system, Lin Mo turned his head and looked at Bibidong's perfectly delicate belly. His expression couldn't help but become somewhat peculiar. A mother and daughter destined by fate. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 5. The life of the Holy Maiden is great. The Master is here. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Mo felt a bit itchy in his heart. He thought that because of his arrival, Qianren Snow would not appear. I didn't expect the system to be so awesome. Lin Mo rubbed Bibidong's slippery belly, thinking about how to coax her into getting pregnant. But seeing Bibidong sleeping soundly with a cute and silly appearance, Lin Mo didn't disturb her, but instead turned his gaze to the complete set of magic techniques. With his divine brain, he easily received this knowledge. It can be said that this set of technologies will be smashed. The unification of the martial soul palace across the continent will never be as difficult as in the original work. Well used, it's not a problem to directly push the two empires horizontally. After a long time, Bibidong woke up from his sleep, opened his eyes, and saw himself completely embraced by Lin Mo. The familiar aura of a man made her feel eerily at ease. You're really crazy. Bibidong cursed at himself, shook his head, and threw away unrealistic ideas. At this point, Lin Mo also withdrew from the system. Seeing the somewhat conflicted expression on Bibidong's pretty face, she smiled and rubbed her buttocks. What are you thinking? Bibidong regained his cool and noble appearance. Looking at Lin Mo with a calm expression, he coldly said. You have already received me, where is your promise? Lin Mo suppressed a smile, pinched Bibidong's slightly fleshy face, and sked. Your Highness, if you put on a dress, you won't recognize anyone. Can you feel your level? Upon hearing this, Bibidong's face was slightly surprised, and her beautiful eyes showed some displeasure. However, when she sensed the explosive soul power inside her body, I was completely stunned. Her rosy little mouth became round, and her delicate tongue trembled, making it difficult to speak fluently. 80.9 levels. Her charming voice was filled with trembling. You should know that she has just broken through the Soul Saint and is now spending the night with Lin Mo. It broke through to level 89. This is simply a miracle. Terrifying. Her heart was trembling. Lin Mo looked at it amusingly and played with her lips with his hand, laughing and jokingly saying, "How about the compensation?" Bibidong seemed unaware of Lin Mo's blasphemy and murmured absent-mindedly, "Are you really a deity?" Lin Mo raised his eyebrows and said lightly, "Has the Rakshasa divine selection inside your body been erased?" Bibidong nodded. Her chosen identity was gone, but her soul power was strangely imbued with some divine aura. Just thinking about how these divine powers came about, Bibidong's heart couldn't help but sway. Lin Mo played with great interest and found Bibidong's conflicted appearance particularly interesting. So he reached out and pressed his hand on her forehead. Bibidong was unclear, so in the next moment, countless pieces of knowledge flooded into his mind. Attack soul guides. Flying soul guide. It's simply endless, from small to large, from civilian to combat soul guides. Almost every corner of social division of labor is involved. Bibidong has no doubt that this can almost create a terrifying soul-guided civilization. She sat up straight in shock. The intense breathing made the snowy flesh on her chest jump. In a pair of beautiful eyes, full of shock, she looked at Lin Mo, and from that moment on, she truly believed that Lin Mo was a deity. Who can come up with such terrifying technology besides gods? No. Even gods cannot exist. Otherwise, the mainland would have developed even stronger. The back of the person close to me, the heart that was deeply hurt and cold, was filled with the strength of Lin Mo in this moment. Did you give me all of this? Bibidong has unconsciously used honorific. If you have a night of pleasure, you can get such terrifying rewards. She had no doubt that women from all over the continent would probably go crazy. Lin Mo smiled nonchalantly. Useful to you, useless to me. Upon hearing this, Bibidong was completely speechless, and Lin Mo's beautiful and charming eyes turned white. Pick up the bedding and cover the scenery. At this point, I feel a bit shy. Thank you, she lay down, her beautiful eyes fixed on Lin Mo, and said sincerely. Whether it's rescuing her from Chihiroshi's hands, or this terrifying soul guide. Lin Mo was stunned for a moment, and his face couldn't help but look a bit strange. If I wet her, she still has to thank herself. Expressing gratitude verbally is not something a lady should do. Lin Mo chuckled and moved his body over. Bibi looked embarrassed on the east side, twisted a little, and finally complied. Upon seeing this, Lin Mo continued. By the way, I have the power of an angel here, to be reborn through pregnancy. Bibidong looked back before speaking. Do I have to come? Lin Mo shook his head, but he didn't deceive her. No, if you don't want to, you can find any woman. Bibidong's eyes narrowed slightly, but she didn't expect Lin Mo, who was in an absolute dominant position, to be so honest with each other. After thinking for a moment, I gently touched my snowy stomach. Can I do it well? She herself is not mature enough, and Bibidong is not sure if she can do well. I believe in you. Upon hearing this, Lin Mo trembled with excitement. Bibidong felt his mouth bulge even more, and couldn't help but give him a charming white eye. However, he was not entirely comforting Bibidong. According to the original plot, the reason why Bibidong was unhappy with Qianrenshui in every way. It's just because Qianrenshui is a strong and healthy child. Now, but she volunteered. She was speechless and could only let out a sigh. At this moment, Lin Mo sensed a breath approaching. He couldn't help but feel a little more excited. Causing embarrassment and annoyance, Bibidong patted him a few times. Looking at the charming woman in front of him, Lin Mo's smile became strange and he reached out to pinch her face, teasing her. The master is here, P.S., looking for some fresh flower reviews, brothers. It's definitely not frustrating. The lightning protection point is full Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 6. Master outside the door, Holy Maiden, don't get excited. You are listening at novel full.audio. This pig waste has come to find His Highness the Virgin again. It's really him, and I don't know what's worth the favor of His Highness the Holy Maiden, this godly waste. Watching the master's departure, the two guards sneered and cursed low. In the martial soul hall, there are not no pure research-oriented scholars, but this master has no skills and only knows how to nag gods and gods. He often speaks wildly. No one has a good impression of it. Moreover, the Virgin values her greatly, which makes people even more jealous and contemptuous. The master did not hear the curses behind him. As he approached the main hall, he showed a bright smile and tidied up his clothes to make himself look more gentlemanly. So quiet, master, it feels a bit strange. The atmosphere in the Holy Maiden Temple today is so strange. He stepped forward and knocked on the door. The muffled sound of thumping echoed through the night. Saint, are you there? I have made a new breakthrough in my research, maybe I can help you. In public, the master dared not show his admiration for the saint. After waiting for a while, no one responded. The master shouted twice again, thinking that the saint was not there and was about to leave. Suddenly, behind the door came a slightly charming melodious groan. Its owner seems to be enduring the pain. Oh. Master, I'm not feeling well today. Let's reschedule. The voice of Bibidong came from the ear. Upon hearing this, the master's cold face quickly changed into a smile, and his tone was very caring. Saint, your throat is hoarse. How about the healing soul master come and show you? There was a moment of silence. During this period, the master only heard a burst of intense breathing, as if a saint was enduring immense pain. Just when he was too anxious. Bibidong's coquettish moans could almost make any man's legs soft. Light. It's okay, I'm a soul saint powerhouse. Soul power. There's a bit of rebellion, I'll be fine after practicing for a while. Speaking later, Bibidong spoke at a lightning-fast pace. It's as if I can't finish speaking anymore. Upon hearing this, the master seemed to be stabbed in pain. Soul saint. This young soul saint, I don't know how much stronger he is than this useless person. Okay, then rest well and I'll go back first. The master's eyes flashed with a gloomy expression, and his mood was somewhat low. Just as he turned around, a slightly elevated and beautiful cry came. Ah! After a few seconds, the master struggled to hear the almost disappearing response of the saint. Well, you should go back first. At this moment, the master felt something was wrong in his heart. The state of the saint was not like there was a problem with her cultivation. Although it sounded a bit painful, he strangely felt that it was a joyful voice. The Virgin Mary issued an expulsion order. He could only leave silently with doubts. In the dark night, the voice of the Holy Maiden's basilica mysteriously disappeared completely. There was no sound coming out again. On the top of the willow branches on the moon, the martial arts competition has finally come to an end. The entire hall is filled with a faint musky scent. When Lin Mo was bored and looking around, upon seeing the gate, two oval-shaped water marks suddenly appeared. At the edge of the water mark, there are two fingerprints. Thanks to Bibidong's formidable strength, her small hand pressed out a half-centimeter depression on the solid wood gate. It is evident that at that time, Her Highness the Holy Maiden was beyond her control. Lin Mo kneaded and played with it, gesturing for Bibidong in his arms to look towards the direction of the door. As a soul saint, it's better than Bibidong's gaze. I saw my masterpiece at a glance. Her cold and pretty face was immediately dyed with a layer of red glow, extremely charming and charming. You still have the face to say it. Bibidong's beautiful eyes were filled with a look of shame and annoyance. Lin Mo smiled and pinched her cheek, jokingly saying. Who made you so excited? Blame me. If it weren't for his strong physique, he wouldn't have been pinned down by an ordinary person. Seeing Lin Mo's shameless expression, Bibidong gave him a white glance. Lazy to distinguish right from wrong with him. After experiencing so much in just half a day, she was already extremely tired both physically and mentally. She covered her mouth and yawned, looking a bit cute and silly. A pair of jade-like long legs naturally draped over Lin Mo's body, half squinting her beautiful eyes and snorting. I'm tired. Lin Mo gently stroked her long hair and smiled lightly, saying. Take a good sleep and everything will be over. Bibidong calmly closed his eyes. Not long after, a steady cry came out. Just sleeping soundly, sometimes my eyebrows furrow and my face turns pale, I don't know what I dreamt of. Lin Mo held Bibidong in his arms. My mind began to ponder what to do next. With the help of the system. He doesn't need to spend thousands or even thousands of years planning like other classmates in order to have the potential to master a world. He only needs to change the most important world trajectory. Kill the son of destiny. You can take a world into your pocket. Next, the most important thing is to take away the rabbit and the blue silver emperor. After all, this is related to the birth of two destined sons. Taking these two women will definitely bring a lot of rewards. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 7 Pain. In front of me. You are listening at novel full.audio. The next day. At dawn, the martial soul hall, which had been silent all night, became lively and busy again. In the temple of the Virgin. Bibidong felt the surge in his body. A pair of seductive eyes were about to drip water, and she couldn't believe it. Level 90. Without a hunting soul ring, she surprisingly broke through to level 90. This is simply a miracle. No. This has already broken the rules of this world. Her delicate body is still flying up and down. At this moment, Bibidong's mind was extremely chaotic, with a pair of charming eyes that had already lost their focus. Terrifying. What a great power this is. It wasn't until the increasingly surging pleasure rushed in that her thoughts were pulled back. She was breathing heavily, like an orchid spitting its breath and hitting Lin Mo's neck. How did you do it? Bibidong had a straight, soft and smooth willow waist and a pair of bare hands wrapped around Lin Mo's head. His slightly narrowed eyes looked at him absent-mindedly. Upon hearing this, Lin Mo angrily pinched her cheek and said with a mix of tears and laughter. You have been infused with my divine power, breaking the rules is normal. And, Your Highness, is this the occasion to discuss soul power now? Bibidong's pretty face is a bit more rosy. A pair of beautiful eyes closed shyly, snorted lightly, and pushed Lin Mo, who was still talking nonsense, into his arms. In the next few days. Neither of them has left the Basilica of the Virgin Mary. Bibidong is studying soul guides and adapting to the surging soul power. Now, under Lin Mo's relentless watering. Bibidong has already broken through to level 91. It's like riding a rocket. During this period, the master came several times and was persuaded back by Bibidong through the gate. Just pitiful for the gate, there are a few more handprints. On this day, Bibidong woke up from his meditation and saw himself lying slippery in Lin Mo's arms. She is too lazy to roast. Lin Mo gave a seductive white glance, her voluptuous body stretched lazily, and then spoke lightly. Finally fully mastered. Although there is no soul ring blessing. Being imbued with Lin Mo's divine nature, her combat power is much stronger than that of ordinary Douluo titles. Finally, it's time to get down to business. Lin Mo yawned, these days have been quite boring. If it weren't for Bibidong occasionally accompanying him to moisturize, he would have slipped away long ago. Lin Mo looked helpless. Bibidong smiled gently and took the initiative to hold his hand, saying with a smile, "I've wronged you these past few days." A deity accompanied her, idle for several days. She couldn't help feeling a warmth in her heart. This is a deity. Surprisingly, she was so accommodating. She stood up gently, ready to change into clean clothes. Lin Mo saw the situation and lightly patted her trembling buttocks, unable to breathe properly. "Hurry up. He is also quite curious about the Douluo world. I really wanted to go and take a look." Bibidong gave him a shy glare before running away like a frightened little rabbit. Squeak. The door that had not been opened for several days suddenly opened. Golden sunshine falls. Illuminated the absurd appearance inside the main hall. As for the handprints behind the gate, they are even more prominent. It looks red compared to the east. His little hand lightly pinched his waist, itching as if flirting. These days, Bibidong has also figured out Lin Mo's personality. As long as he doesn't violate taboos, Lin Mo is still very easy-going. The two have just left. Immediately, a maid greeted her. "Good day, Your Highness the Virgin." Bibidong regained his cool expression, glanced at the maid, and ordered, "Don't tidy up, no one is allowed in until I come back." As he spoke, he remembered the absurdity in the main hall. She has an impulse to have weak legs. So he glared angrily at Lin Mo again. "Yes, Your Highness the Virgin." The maids respectfully stepped down, but Yu Guang was looking at Lin Mo, the newly handsome young man. The two of them left. Bibidong seemed to have not noticed at all, while others looked surprised and even frightened, intimately holding Lin Mo's arm. Soon. The news of the saint having a companion spread like a sea roar. A master who receives news is like being struck by lightning. I am completely confused. Under the teasing and mocking gaze of countless soul masters, the master quickly found the two. Seeing the two of them intimately connected. The master's canthus was about to crack, almost spitting out a mouthful of old blood. He glared angrily at the two of them. "Saint, who are you?" "This person." Looking at the master's furious expression, Lin Mo felt a bit amused. In the original work, this person's reputation is not very good. Self-proclaimed as a theoretical genius, yet relying on guessing in everything, shouting that there is no useless martial soul, yet only never practicing it. Which of the students he teaches is not a genius? Bibidong's eyebrows furrowed slightly, and as she looked at the master who was about to go crazy, she shook her head and said, "You Xiaojiang, if you want to survive, go away after being betrayed by Qiangsunji. She is no longer that silly little girl. You Xiaojiang." Cheating her into taking out the secret scriptures of the Martial Soul Hall, the secrets of the angel family, and the details of the Martial Soul Hall. This is all a taboo in the Martial Soul Hall. But it was all taken away by Yu Xiaojiang. Bibidong remembered now and wished he could slap himself a few times. "I am just a white-eyed wolf." Yu Xiaojiang couldn't believe that Bibidong wanted to kill him. He trembled. The heart of incompetence and inferiority is pricked. "I understand now. You've been shameless these past few days, even in front of me a few times." Thinking that he was taking great care of himself outside without even holding a hand, Bibidong devoted everything to a stranger. He was so jealous that he was going crazy. Bibidong even enjoyed pleasure with this man in front of him, in a frenzy. Why? Why? Yu Xiaojiang's eyes turned red and he roared angrily. Upon hearing this, a hint of shyness flashed on Bibidong's cold face, but his tone became even colder. "Angel set," she said indifferently. Yu Xiaojiang, however, felt as if he had been struck by lightning, with an angry expression frozen on his face. He understood that his trick had been exposed, which was both a reminder and a threat from Bibidong. If Yanlingji knew that he knew so many taboos in the martial soul hall. That's only a dead end. I'm leaving, Yu Xiaojiang said with great hatred and a terrifying expression on his face. He compromised. Women. In the face of life and cultivation, there is nothing. Yu Xiaojiang didn't know, but after he left in embarrassment, the last warmth in Bibidong's eyes disappeared. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. Bibidong becomes the Pope. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Yu Xiaojiang fled in embarrassment. Lin Mo showed an interested smile. I don't know if I can still meet Yu Xiaojiang in the future. It's very interesting to think about this scene. Lin Mo turned his head to look at Bibidong and couldn't help but be surprised. He asked. You don't have any special feelings? Bibidong shook his head with a somewhat relieved expression. I'll die of my heart long ago. The most respected elder, Yanlingji, wanted to strengthen her and thought that Yu Xiaojiang was a lover, but he kept using himself to collect forbidden information from the martial soul hall. A person who thinks they are close. As a result, each one is hurting themselves. Bibidong now has a kind of mentality of breaking cans and throwing things. Hehe, you'll have to see it clearly sooner or later. Lin Mo said calmly. In the eyes of former readers, Yu Xiaojiang's style evaluation was not at all good. Between two people communicating. There are two streams of light flying rapidly from the ends of the sky. Bibidong's face was somewhat solemn as he whispered, Chrysanthemum Douluo and Ghost Douluo. Lin Mo nodded with a smile. To be honest, in the original work, the endings of these two characters are not very good. Chrysanthemum Douluo, like in the original work, has a somewhat playful and enchanting expression, but at this moment his expression is serious. A pair of eagle-like eyes stared fixedly at Lin Mo. Your Highness, 1,000 flows crown, please. Bibidong's willow eyebrows furrowed lightly and his tone was firm, saying. I have an urgent matter now. When I come back, I will report to Mianxiao. She knew that meeting her was just a cover-up. It's just about controlling Lin Mo. As the appointed pope. How could it be so casual that other men could easily take it away? She also just realized this truth. Seeing Bibidong not repenting, Gui Douluo's face darkened a bit and he said coldly. I have offended your Highness the Virgin. As he spoke, he made a bold move and wanted to take Lin Mo. Bibidong's eyes narrowed slightly, and a wild aura exploded. Death Spider Emperor. The 8 soul rings unfold in sequence. A fierce purple-black armor perfectly enveloped her plump and mature body. Bang! Under the carelessness of Douluo, he was directly repelled. He gasped heavily and looked at Bibidong incredulously, shouting in shock. Title Douluo. Absolutely not wrong. Although Bibidong only has 8 soul rings. But he felt it. That's definitely the aura of the title Douluo. Douluo is also confused at this moment. What's so special, isn't he still awake? Without the 9th soul ring, how could it break through to the title Douluo? Soon, their eyes became solemn. Old ghost, don't leave your hands behind. The two summoned 9 soul rings, and for a moment, the entire venue became dangerous. Lin Mo eats melons and watches plays. Bibidong's face was slightly frozen, with a hint of heartache, as he sacrificed his hard-earned divine power. Spider Emperor clone. Tan's mouth slightly opened, and the evil Spider Emperor's clone met the attack of the two Giju with a loud bang. Bang! The Spider Emperor shattered and turned into a little soul power. Before the two Douluo could relax, they discovered that the dissipated soul power was guided by some divine radiance. Transformed into countless sharp blades. Crazy attack on the two of them. Douluo's face changed greatly and he quickly called out, "The two poles are still in the realm." Seeing the situation getting out of control, Lin Mo walked forward with a smile, as if entering an uninhabited realm, standing between two soul power hurricanes. "Go back." With a flick of his finger, two frenzied soul powers surged like a mouse encountering a cat. The soul skill dissipated directly and rushed back like a fugitive. Being infused with soul power, Douluo and Douluo almost couldn't catch their breath. Suddenly, all power will disappear invisibly. Elders and guards who have long been attracted by the fight. At this moment, it's like seeing a ghost. Looking at the young man with a frightened expression, who turned over to suppress the ghost chrysanthemum Douluo. So strong. Is it difficult for him to be an extreme Douluo? The sky is about to change. Which powerful force is this? The martial soul fusion technique of Ghost Douluo and Douluo has been broken like this. How terrifying. I'm afraid only 1,000 streams under the crown are qualified to fight him. The two of Giju's faces were extremely ugly. Endless doubts arose in my heart. Where are these strong people emerging? At this moment, Bibidong received 1,000 streams of messages. "Donger, come to the main hall." Of course, Lin Mo also heard it. Seeing Bibidong looking at him, he smiled and nodded. "I was originally seeking the papal position for Bibidong." "Exactly." Bibidong nodded gently and apologized to the two people on the opposite side. "Two elders, I was impulsive just now. I'm sorry." Upon hearing this, Chrysanthemum Douluo couldn't help but smile bitterly. "Your Highness, there is no need to worry. Go and see your Majesty." With the departure of the four, Lin Mo's rumors spread like a storm throughout the entire martial soul hall. "Come to the main hall of Qiandao Flow." Bibidong and several others all approached to salute. Lin Mo looked around, admiring the somewhat elderly person in front of him. Really a badass. For the prosperity of the martial soul hall, he could even forgive Bibidong for killing his own son. Qiandao nodded and then looked straight at Lin Mo, asking in a deep voice. "What is the purpose of coming down from the martial soul hall?" As he spoke, he urged the power of angels to test Lin Mo's strength. But Lin Mo is like a black hole. It's impossible to peek at. Upon hearing this, Lin Mo smiled lightly and said, "The purpose is to make Bibidong the Pope and unify the world, isn't it a problem?" Without astonishing words, one never stops dying. Except for Bibidong's blind faith, the other three people all had an impulse to laugh. This idea is simply ridiculous. Qiandao frowned and said coldly, "Your Excellency, it has nothing to do with my martial soul hall. Please leave on your own." Lin Mo shook his head helplessly, and sure enough, he had to rely on his fists until the end. My mind twitched. Endless divine power surged out, and for a moment, Qiandaoliu's face changed greatly. He found himself stripped of all his senses. Soul power cannot be mobilized. Lin Mo smiled and asked, "Can Bibidong become the Pope now?" The sound echoed in Qiandaolu's mind. His gaze showed infinite fear. This man is too scary. Sure. Making Bibidong the Pope was originally what he supported, but now it's just a little earlier. This is not 1,000 streams, it is something unacceptable. And with the support of this man, he could already imagine how prosperous and powerful the martial soul hall would be. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. Mom the Little Rabbit Brings Her Door. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Qiandao knows how powerful the gods are. At this moment, he was so afraid of Lin Mo. Your Excellency, are you from the divine realm? Douluo looked at Lin Mo with a relaxed and freehand expression on his face and asked with a bitter smile. You can understand it that way. Lin Mo nodded with a smile, but it was difficult to explain the difference between himself and the pseudo-god. Upon hearing this, Douluo was completely convinced. He bowed respectfully to Lin Mo and said, 1,000 streams have seen the gods and adults. Lin Mo doesn't mind waving his hand. Well, I have something to do now, and I hope that when I come back, the coronation ceremony of the new pope is ready. Douluo nodded respectfully and said, as you wish, my god. Douluo and Douluo exchanged a glance, unable to conceal their expressions of shock. The day was about to change. In just a few words, he established himself as the pope. Bibidong felt a bit confused. So simple. But looking at Douluo, her somewhat aged face, she couldn't bear it. Under the crown, the teacher passed away. Bibidong's eyes are slightly red. Upon hearing this, Giju and Douluo were so frightened that they almost sat down on the ground. Chihiro died of illness. This is Super Douluo, just quietly dying like this. When they looked at Lin Mo, the fear in their eyes increased a bit. Douluo's figure stumbled for a moment, as if he had aged a lot in an instant. He looked at Bibidong's pitiful and guilty expression. I already knew the reason in my heart. He knows his son and has always wanted to marry Bibidong, hoping to give birth to the best angel offspring. Otherwise, in the original work, why should Chihiro's illness be stronger than Bibidong's? Just threaten Yu Xiaojiang's life directly, okay? Douluo has always opposed this. But now that Bibidong said so, it is obvious that the Qinshuan disease action has also failed. There is a cause, there is a result. Douluo's eyes were sad as he turned around and said in a bitter voice. Dong'er, I hope you don't let down the martial soul hall. After speaking, even Lin Mo didn't care. Walking alone towards the depths of the main hall. Yes. Under the crown. Bibidong bit his red lips lightly and replied with a gloomy expression. The news of Chihiro's breakthrough failure and unfortunate passing is like a nuclear bomb. In a short period of time, it directly ignited the soul master group of the entire continent. A most powerful person died in such a dramatic way. Of course, what is even more talked about is that the famous genius Bibidong from the mainland succeeded him as the pope. About the ambiguous story with Lin Mo. It has spread throughout the streets and alleys. Martial Soul City. A luxurious carriage, gilded and engraved with the emblem of an angel, raced past the street. Strangely, the carriage was driving on a flat ground. But it appears particularly active. It feels like the car is about to come apart. Passing through bustling streets, while people envy them, it feels like an illusion, with a seductive and pleasant muffled moan coming from the wind. Leave the martial soul city. Bibidong's constantly tense body slowly became soft. Pretty peach powder, Tan Mao slightly opened and exhaled warm breath, beating against Lin Mo's neck socket. She breathed a sigh of relief. Lin Mo was amused by her silly expression and couldn't help but reach out to pinch her face. Are you so afraid? As he walked all the way, he only felt that it was not moist enough. It's like a holy spring on a holy mountain, flowing for thousands of years, but still hasn't fully flowed. Bibidong gave Lin Mo a shy glare and reached out his bare hand to grab it. Are you okay to say that there is such torture? She's going crazy. But I have to use reason to control myself. This feeling is too tormenting. Lin Mo smiled and begged for mercy, kissing her on the face and teasing her with a smile. Okay, I was wrong. I'll make sure next time. Don't look at this woman, she is usually quiet and aloof, but once she goes crazy, she is also quite unrestrained. Of course, when she wakes up afterwards, she will definitely shake the pan. Looking at his playful and smiling face. Bibidong had no choice but to let go of his little hand. The soul beast, who knew nothing, pulled the carriage and ran all the way towards the Tiando forest. 3 days later. The two of them leaned against the forest and flew towards the depths. Bibidong finally breathed a sigh of relief. This animal is simply not human. She can't bear to ride the carriage anymore. Are you sure there are 100,000-year-old soul beasts around here? Bibidong asked somewhat helplessly. Lin Mo was also somewhat helpless, as the original work did not include the current timeline. Little Rabbit Mother and Ayin, he doesn't know the specific location either. I want divine consciousness, but I also have the suppression of the will of the heavenly way. I guess so, look for it again. Lin Mo is not in a hurry either. According to the current timeline, these two women have not been soaked yet. Bibidong nodded helplessly. Half a day has passed. When the two of them finished dinner and were fighting fiercely. Suddenly, Lin Mo's body froze. He sensed a strong breath and was touching his position. It is the soft bone charm rabbit. The little rabbit mother seems to be humming a song, obviously in a good mood. Lin Mo chuckled. Finally found it. Seeing Lin Mo in a daze, Bibidong opened her beautiful eyes slightly, revealing a soft and tender gaze that was about to drip water. What happened? As he spoke, a pair of flawless jade feet stepped on Lin Mo's chest. Seeing this, Lin Mo reluctantly pinched her. Fairy. He chuckled softly and said. 100,000 years soul beast has arrived. Soft bone charming rabbit. This was brought by the little rabbit mother herself. Lin Mo couldn't help but get a little excited. The swollen Bibidong blushed and glared at him. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 10. Ignorant Rabbit. I thought she was broken. You are listening at novel.audio. In the dark forest. Only a faint flame illuminated the small camp. Amidst the crisp chirping of insects, there came some shy yet seductive moans. Someone has arrived. Although she hasn't felt it yet. Lin Mo said that the soft bone charming rabbit has arrived, so it must have come. This small tent, with the door curtains not even closed, is simply visible. And the other party is still a 100,000-year soul beast. Whether for safety or anything else, Bibidong's heart was tense at the moment. Lin Mo remained unmoved. Bibidong blushed and forcefully pinched Lin Mo. Stop. Seeing her pretty face ironed with a peach-pink color and a hint of coquettishness, Lin Mo couldn't help but tease her. I lied to you, no one. Upon hearing this, Bibidong breathed a sigh of relief, her beautiful eyes full of coquettishness, and she gave him a fair glance. The somewhat stiff body has become soft again. You. Playing tricks on people is fun, isn't it? Bibidong exhaled and patted him a few times with his small hand. Lin Mo smiled but remained silent. A few minutes later. Even if the other party is a 100,000-year-old soul beast, they cannot hide their breath in front of Bibi's east. Feeling the direction of the little rabbit's mother's progress. The coquettish cry that Bibidong had already reached his lips was forcibly suppressed. She glared at Lin Mo with embarrassment and anger. You. Scammer. She, who has received a good education, even lacks the vocabulary to curse. It sounds like playing coquettish. Lin Mo smiled happily. His Highness the Pope during this period was really adorable. Seeing Bibidong getting more and more embarrassed. Lin Mo pinched her cheek and comforted her with a smile, saying. Don't worry, the little rabbit can't see. Upon hearing this, Bibidong didn't believe it at all. She clearly felt the man's nonsense, but he was extremely excited. It swelled a little more. However, she can only be an ostrich and comfort herself in her heart. A few minutes later. The rabbit in the forest finally touched the vicinity of the tent. In the darkness, only a sexy and mature shadow can be seen. Lin Mo glanced at the other person. She has a delicate and beautiful face, with a bulging chest and a leather jacket, and her slender and white waist below. Like a boneless waist, connected by an exaggerated hip flap. What surprised Lin Mo the most was that pair of perfectly long legs, flawless white jade, slender yet quite fleshy. If wearing black silk, the killing power would be beyond Lin Mo's imagination. In this regard, even Bibidong is slightly inferior. As a soul beast for 100,000 years. The soft bone charm rabbit is located at the absolute top of the starry forest. She is tired of the life of soul beasts. So I chose to transform into a human form. Not long ago, I broke through to become a soul saint and had the ability to protect myself before thinking about traveling to the human world. Then I met Lin Mo and the other two. At this moment, she stood in the shadow, with a pair of innocent big eyes, curiously looking at the constantly shaking tent. When she saw it clearly, her fair little face immediately turned red. Is this the way humans reproduce? The soft bone charming rabbit thought shyly. She is extremely curious about everything about humans now. Therefore, she kept blinking and observing their movements. In human moral cognition, is this not right? While looking, the little rabbit was still thinking. These are all knowledge for her, and she learned how to better hide among humans. After watching for a long time, I feel that the temperature of my whole body has risen. The moon moves and the stars are sparse. I don't know how long it has been. The campfire was almost burned out, leaving only a few clusters of flames still jumping. Rao is Bibidong, who already has the strength to be titled Douluo. But at this moment, it's almost softening into a ball. At first, she was hesitant about having a soul beast around, but later on, she forgot everything. Now I have regained some clarity. She lifted her jade feet and stepped on Lin Mo's chest twice, feeling angry and strange, saying, "Satisfied." Lin Mo smiled gently and used his divine power to help her regulate her body, jokingly saying, I'm still a bit short of satisfaction." Bibidong gave him a charming white glance, squinted his eyes slightly, and went to rest. Are humans all so powerful? The little rabbit complained in her heart, feeling like her legs were about to stand numb. At this moment, the movement of the camp finally came to an end. She quickly propped up her slightly soft body and hid it. Lin Mo walked out of the camp and glanced at the direction where the little rabbit was standing with a smile on his face. The little rabbit was suddenly startled. I thought I had been discovered, but when I saw Lin Mo silently adding some firewood. The little hand patted the bulging chest and breathed a sigh of relief. The next moment, Lin Mo's voice seemed to ring in his ears. "Don't hide, I saw you." The little rabbit suddenly became excited and carefully poked its head out to look around. But I found Lin Mo looking at me with a smile on his face. The little rabbit gave a beautiful glare and said, "Are you playing tricks on me?" Upon hearing this, Lin Mo nodded with a smile and joked, "Who made you hide so badly? It's not tiring to stand, come and sit down." Faced with Lin Mo's invitation, little rabbit was somewhat cautious, but thought of his own identity. She has gained some confidence again. This is the starry forest, her stronghold. So she walked lightly towards the campsite, scanned for a week, and looked at Lin Mo with some curiosity, saying, "Are you still staying in the forest so late, not afraid of being eaten by soul beasts?" Lin Mo suppressed a smile and asked in response, "Are you not afraid?" The little rabbit's smile was gentle, with a hint of pride in its tone. "I'm very strong, even soul beasts can't beat me." This rabbit is really silly and sweet. Lin Mo felt a bit embarrassed to deceive her. The little rabbit blushed and glanced at the tent before whispering, "Is your partner okay?" Lin Mo glanced at her and said with some amusement, It's okay, just take a break. The little rabbit seemed to understand, but muttered softly. I thought she was broken. Which one present is not a strong one? Although the little rabbit's voice was small, Lin Mo and Bibidong could both hear it. Especially Bibidong. She was about to get up after putting on her clothes when she heard these words, and her hand trembled and fell back. The originally cold cheeks have been restored. Suddenly, a rosy glow covered my face. P.S. Looking for some fresh flower reviews. Thank you to all the experts and veteran authors. The lightning protection points are fully filled and there will be no lightning strikes. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.